just unfolded.
Oh, it's right him in the fence.
Oh my goodness, that is an ugly one. It was. Oh, so he's tagged him behind and that's punted him into the fence. Nick's in the Bendix car down the inside and Jack Rock on the outside and has ended up being rotated down there. Makes Brown go the long way down here at the final corner and Will will be looking to try, and he's given him a little nudge, and that might actually end up raising the eyebrows.
Then Kai knows that, hey, I can do what I like. Oh, Jet Johnson into the back of Callum Walker. Oh, Mason Kelly. Oh.
On McLeod, and Murray's got his nose stuck into this one as well. McLeod comes across and he's a goal. Oh, this could be huge. Oh, no. Oh. It's exactly what could have happened to Scott Pye all those years ago.
Just our second ever Aussie racing car event. We lost an engine 11 laps into qualifying coming over the hill on the run down into turn 7. Ash was superb. He got the car off the start very quickly, but unfortunately the oil...
He is here, get it back into first. I assume he might have been stuck still in 4th or 3rd. Was he helped?
Yeah, hard to tell from that. Has had a big one here in the Commodore. The West Australian, who's known for his exploits in the historic touring cars. The West Australian joining the field this weekend, and he was on his own. Caught the end of the incident there for the number 8 entry. So looks to the left-hand side where the blue sign is. There he is.
Something's broken. Look, yeah, something's broken on the car. This is the other one down turn 6. Gets a little bit of a helping hand.
Oh, got him on the way through.
And then try to straighten him up at the same time.
So here it is. So the contact was in the middle, and then on the way out, the left front got the right front of the first focus. Radical Cup Australia is green. And already business in the front, but a lot going on at the back there. So watch the rear of the field here. It was pretty packed at the front, but watch Ian Ooh. In fact, they were stacking up. That's what was causing that. See, several cars.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's more than contact at the back there. 2 or 3 cars.
The 1.6 litre EcoBoost engine behind of anybody else. Oh, there's contact on the straight and it's over. We'll have a look at it. It's not a nice sight at all. Hopefully the driver's all right.
It was coming from the back with a new engine in the car. Oh my word, that is Jack Riddell, and he's collided heavily with Spencer Stevenson. That had all the hallmarks of a brake failure.
Fique de olho no replay.
É isso aí. Pôs o pezinho na grama, bye bye.
Foi ele. Foi ele. Começo de prova sensacional aqui em Cascavel. Zezinho Bugiatti usa o push, já tem toque com o Gaetano e é fim de prova para eles. Batida forte, Gaetano, Arthur Leite e Zezinho Bugiatti. O Petekoff estava ali. Não sei não, hein.
Olha o Vitor Batista, olha o Vitor.
Exatamente. Eu não sei se não pode sobrar pro Petekoff essa conversa aí também não, com essa imagem de trás aí, viu. Segurou, mas agora vem o Thiago Camilo para ganhar a posição dele. Teve uma fritada de pneu aqui, o Thiago vai para fora. No bacião, segura, Thiago Camilo.
Terminarem lá na frente.
Tá na fila. Esparramou o Matias de Vale, o Akil vai para cima dele, teve o toque. Entre os dois, o Matias tem que segurar a onda ali, para sorte a área de escape do bacião é generosa, só que a grama tá molhada. Vai voltar pro meio da pista. E aí o Guto Rota vai pra grama também. Vai levar a placa do BRB. Vai levar mais uma.
Pode pedir música agora.
E vai de lado e vai pro muro.
Mas vai continuar.
Já foi pro muro e eu tô escutando mais barulho de pneu cantando aqui. Tá aí, ó. Aqui o Miyazava. Exatamente, deu pé na grama. Se ele espera um pouquinho mais, ele tava de boa.
Se deixasse rolar.
E ele deu azar de que na hora que tocou o muro tocou bem na roda.
Exato. Aqui o Miyazava aqui na área de escape do bacião. Fim de prova pro Akil. Vamos achar a imagem. Ó, aí a gente já pegou ele saindo da pista.
Nossa.
Mas o Akil já tava com suspensão traseira. Vem pra curva 0, vem pra curva da vitória. Vem pra subir a liderança de prova. O Eric Schotten escapou, pega a grama molhada e vai pra barreira. Trazer o carro de volta pro asfalto é mais difícil. E olha o Frigoto, tem toque com o Matias de Vale. E aí ele vem aqui para a barreira de pneus.
Fim de corrida com o safety car.
This is a replay of the start. Look for 44 Porsche that comes out of turn 16 and goes wide and
bang, into the barrier. It'll be the same format with the silvers going again. That's 55. Whoops, off into the gravel goes Julien Brichet. Off into the tyres goes Julien Brichet. He bounces out of the tyres and rejoins. You can see the rear damage down to the wing. They've survived turn 6, I think, but look how wide some of them are going.
Yeah, how great is that drone shot as well? Feels like we've got an extra car. No, a big crash in the background there. Just so easy to get caught up. I thought we were going to say we had a relatively clean start. Let's see if we get a replay of it here. So into turn 8, he's gone for the switchback, and it's such a big impact there as the bonnet goes. Thanks very much. I'm off to the seaside.
Gets either Dennis Bulatov or Lucas Meyer, and I'm tempted to say Dennis Bulatov because I don't think they've pitted. And how did he get there? Got into the back of the BMW and bang.
So strange to see these BMWs having so many punctures at super high speed there.
Whoa! What a feeling.
Such a horrible feeling as a driver there where you just expect the car to turn in.
McLaren, it goes around the outside of the Porsche. There's the contact at turn 3, and very close to getting into the back of Tom Leben was Alex Papadopoulos. Somebody's had a drama, and there it's Greg Gilbert, who's only just left the pit lane. And is he facing the wrong way at pit exit? Yes, he is. Must have a there's been contact, because that is Gabriel Yelkova Cindy Goudet's Supra with lots of damage at the front of the car. I just wonder whether the two have connected as one came out of the pits and one was on the track. We're going to go on board the Alpine, and there, look, in the distance, you can see the BMW being tagged by the Toyota. There was a Porsche there that had to anchor up as well. Gets up the inside as they blast down towards turn 1. 4 wide in the pack, and one way up the curb, and mayhem breaks out at the first corner because there was a car seemingly without any brakes that went up the inside line. Pink nose. Yeah, he just can't get the car slowed down. He gets up the inside, hits Vebahn and Pret, so takes both of them out of the race. And I think Badek, given how quick Kevin is, they might overcome it. The inside line there. Aston Miller gets into Charles Voltzmann and turns him around. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We cross live to our driving standards advisor for his view. Nicolas Milan in the Castrol colours making progress. The massively successful Milan. Whoops, big drama in the background that takes a couple of cars out of the race. One in the wall. And there, big slide and a big wobble. And a similar accident, in fact, to that eliminated Guillaume Mayo on the first lap. So it was 73 of Sandro Coutinho who got it all wrong. 6 for the race lead. Pouget's in danger of being shuffled back in the pack. Gerardo is way sideways. It goes left, it goes right, it goes across the road, he hits Milan. Pouget's involved in all of that as well. And David Pouget goes into the gravel.
Take off better than they did on the yellows. Oh, Cindric is around. And he had help. Yellow is out. Cowboy up, it's time to go. $1 million on the line. There's not a lot of time, but Kyle Busch will pay you back, and here it comes.
Oh, boy.
Sideways,
He's in the wall.
fence. He's done.
Kapow, as it's been up front.
Yeah, well, the 8 just barely touched him in the back right there, but
Chase Purdy was behind him in the 77 truck. I did not see any contact. He's just going to barely make contact. You saw the rear tires moving.
Alexander Rossi ahead of Pato. Oh, what, and a big crash! That's Linus Lundqvist into the wall. The rookie finds out the hard way how the speedway bites on this Thursday practice session.
Some information that he can take from some different teams. Oh, car in the wall in turn 4. That's one of the Andretti cars. Marcus Ericsson, big time crash.
And he might catch the attenuator. Oh, 3 impacts outside of turn 4, inside of turn 4.
Hold the brake, hold the brake.
Making his first...
Oh, whoa! Up and over for Nolan Siegel.
Man, it just...
And over.
6 races, average start of 2.5, 2.5.
Oh, no! Rinus VeeKay!
Back in, got away, sliding track into the safer barrier.
Bit of the tank slapper there.
That is not enough. Oh! Nolan Siegel, and he hits the wall.
Oh, this is going to be a big one.
It's over for Nolan Siegel. He tried, but it has ended in a very abrupt way.
See, again, it's just dip to wheel into the loose, and that's enough to spin that car around. What went wrong here?
Yeah, just on top of the corkscrew. You have very low gear, so the throttle response.
At Circuit of the Americas, and it's a drag race down into turn number 1. Side by side, Agostini has it, but he goes wide. Oh, and Ellis gets tagged by Mars. Everyone scrambles. Adelson goes around too.
Got in the draft and was alongside Neil before they even turned into the corner. So then you see the little brush there with the Veach and Andy Lee going side by side through the turn 12 apex. Take a look at Schwest here as he comes through that really high-speed corner and looks to the inside. I think he was just gauging that move up ahead and had his hands turned before he really had.
Let's take a look. Top of the screen, caught a curb and wow, just shot across the track. That is not a light impact with the tire barriers. Kurtz continues to lead. Further back, we see contact at Savage into the back of Roberts, and that's a heavy, heavy impact into the Armco barrier. 2 cars eliminated.
Yeah, he's just trying to bring it back slowly, and then it suddenly comes off the hub.
Boy, that 17 car's been in the wars today in the Pro-Am class, but this is a look at the contact one more time. Almost a save. It was so close, but Clay couldn't hang on, and that will cost them dearly. He's still.
The 34 of Braden Arthur is, and just it's just from a long ways back. Didn't have the overlap there, DJ. And big mistake there for the 44. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Down into turn, the 57 got turned. Adam Brickley, the 14 got tagged at the end trying to go around the 2 Copeland Motorsports cars that were colliding together, unfortunately. And then there was more. That was Kos and the Tory Motorsport 75 coming together a bit later. That's the uphill right-hander at turn 8. So
boom for Chad. Boom for Dan.
Then turns it from way out wide, and he was. Not by much, you're talking, gets on the outside curb, and as he turns in the rear of the car, I think he was slightly wide off the line.
And the best start came from Paul Aron in his silver high-tech. He's gone charging down the outside. Big incident at the start of the race. Huge incident as they came down to Tamburello. Never been on a Formula 2 podium before. Will this be his day? Just a bit slow on the... Oh, no, it's come off. Oh, no, the tyres come off. The right rear's come off of Amaury Cordial.
And then the second issue, second and the same issue for Marty as he tries to exit the pit lane.
It's been a good pace, but it's just not been able to get together for him.
His road-in car, and
there comes the assistance.
That's the
Lechner racing car of Harry King in second place there.
Yeah, I thought.
Incident there. We've got a car spinning round and into the gravel traps. Big incident.
A little bit of misjudgment and no harm done there.
And this was well, that was a little bit more
bigger
so.
misjudgment, that one.
Second half of the field. Oh no, there was a clash, and this will be very hard crash, and maybe that's the end of the race. There is one of the BHM racing cars charging and attacking, and now there's a spin. There is a spin, and I can see a broken.
3番手争いはまだ続いていますが、荒川凛と古谷、荒川がポジションを守ってから飛び出した。3台のマシン、あとクラッシュがあった。1台マシンがクラッシュ。
Now it has the inside and he makes the mistake. The Belgian leads the race.
Absolutely beautiful. The Sunshine tries to buy it there. Fernandez makes contact with Davidovski. Secondary contact as well. In fact, it's actually Ralami, not Davidovski. I can't quite see.
This is pure TCR racing. You can't. Oh! Victor Davidovski makes contact with Giovanni Scamori and they're both out into the gravel.
Use of that camber on the outside line of these corners. They make contact. Huge contact. Capelli with damage. Oh, and he takes out Patrick Schauber. Jack Davidson has to go scurrying across the gravel. So does
de el sanjuanino Ulises Campillay. Mira,
se pasó ventana, lo embocó a uno.
Y ya fue.
Y después se caen todo de la pista para no golpear más. A ver. y Javer está en noveno, que había largado un décimo.
A ver la radio. Se le rompió la rueda a Campillay, por eso siguió derecho. A ver la radio.
La tasa de falla era muy alta, digamos. Entonces, largar para quedarme en primera o segunda y que venga un auto atrás era muy peligroso.
Motivos del abandono de Damián Finecci.
Bueno, cuando el otro Chevrolet...
Atención porque va Uriburu por adentro. Se quedó mucho en la largada. Marco Cafori, González Cono por afuera. Uriburu. Se tocaron. Se cruzó el auto de González Cono. ¡Uy! ¡Qué comienzo accidentado! comienzo muy accidentado y Caforio sacó.
두 선수 김중근과 장현진 선수가 박효승 선수를 바짝 뒤쫓습니다. 자, 박효승 선수 자리를 굉장히 잘 지켜냈어요. 예. 안쪽으로 파고듭니다. 자, 정경원 선수가 지금 견제를 좀 받으면서 약간 밀려난 느낌이고요. 지금
위험해요. 자, 경건만큼은 내가 뛰어나다.
예.
나 잘할 수 있다라고 얘기했는데 그런 퍼포먼스를
그리고 여기서 이제 충돌이 있었군요.
샌드위치가 됐어요.
예, 여기서 충돌이 있었군요.
오늘 김현수 선수 굉장히 좋았었는데
이쪽에서 슬립이 나면서
타이어가 빠졌어요.
타이어가 빠졌습니다.
Immediately being challenged by Danny Kent. There was a crash into turn one for the Dutch rider Jamie van Sick. Whilst leading, went down into the Melbourne loop, leaving his teammate out front. There was a big crash at Redgate as well for Louis Vallely. Big incident though, just before the end of the race on lap 14. Christian Iden, a huge crash for him. Hopefully everything's okay. Further back, unfortunately, there was a crash for Sam Laffins at the Melbourne loop. Unfortunately, just asked a bit too much through McLean's, and down he went. 2 crashes in 2 races through the gravel track. 1 or 2 other riders fell during the race as well. That was Asher Durham, unfortunately, going out of the race. Harvey Claridge likewise suffered the same fate at turn 1. Quite a few actually went down. Harry Cook, nasty one this, lucky to avoid any serious injury. There was a bit of drama further back, unfortunately, as Clayton Grover got caught up in a nasty accident. Hopefully the rider okay, and he wasn't the only one to come a cropper in the race. Unfortunately, Sean Winfield crashing out, Cheshire Moulding's BMW rider. A couple of other fallers in the race in the closing stages brought the yellow flag.
Started on pole position. Craig Dance got a big wheelie away from the line and then was involved in an incident at the first corner as well, which also nearly took Callum Beach out of the running. Thankfully, took to hit the front, and this was Ted Wilkinson hitting the back of Lewis Smart into the first corner, down and out in the gravel. Thankfully, he was up on his feet and okay. Then we saw Lewis Smart, the winner from race 1 on Saturday, crashing out in spectacular fashion. But Aaron Sylvester exited the race at the Melbourne Loop, lost the rear. And unfortunately, that was the rider from Lincoln's race done, really, until it all kicked off. Zach Shelton here on the inside, contact here with Harrison Desoy, not once but twice. It sent Desoy off, high-sided over, and a big hit. Let's see what happens. Is it going to be the classic front ender?
Yeah, it looks like maybe a little bit wide there. Yes, a little bit wide. It actually let go, the suspension let go, gripped again, and then looked like he'd saved it.
He's now up into 9th place once again, as we see. Contact there between Saroviak and Julian Correa at the final corner, sends Saroviak down the road. So you can see his legs dangling
on the white
there.
line there. He's just went. Look, yeah, obviously lack of adhesion, which is pretty obvious. But
inside of the bike, there it is. He's gonna get high, just low sides it. He's lucky that bike didn't spin back around on him, as it got very loose on the exit there. And you got to remember, Greg, when these guys are tearing off like he was what a tremendous couple laps he was having. But he's on the edge, and they are on the electronics. Our second and third as Herron is making a move, but he's not going to make the corner. Herron is off out into the gravel, and he's going to make it all the way to the barrier, Greg. So I don't know who that is. It could be, it might be Manny Segura. Yeah. And it looks like maybe one of the Warhorse bikes. So would it be Paz?
There's John Perez.
Yes. Didn't it? Is that what it looked like? It looked like Segura just ran into the back of him, and I'm not sure if Laura's got a little out of shape on this lap. And both got by. Corey's got a big crash for Corey on the exit of the back straight right-hander. He slides off to the inside of the track.
Having to change that position number from 2 to 1, and we have Benjamin Smith has gone down.
A great first lap for Avery Dreyer, and I was about to talk about the guy in 4th place, but he's now on the floor.
Another look at what happened just a moment ago.
Be really fast in the drive, but also looks like he slid out. Leader's down.
And Alessandro Di Mario pushed it just a little too much.
Levi Batty, Logan Cunnison trying to make a break right now as we have a rider down in the back. That looks like
on the last lap, and oh, there's the crash, just out on the grass, trying to get it turned.
Yep.
Just using a little too much racetrack.
Piloto do time pioneiro Moto Motors ficando dos Cavalcames. Ai, 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 Guibrito. Guibrito tomando um high side monstruoso, tá em pé o piloto.
El autorcito Valentino Mirone que va al suelo, a ver, pisó lo sucio y realmente está muy complicado la parte sucia, por suerte.
Se pone chapa de candidato y se lleva de esta manera un gran triunfo. Ahí está, Milone se tocó con valor. Claro, levantó un poquito valor cuando terminó la carrera y se lo llevó puesto Milone.
Así es, en la parte delantera.
In the MXGP Ram qualifying race, big crash just outside the gate. Isaac Gifting coming off worse in that collision with Andrea Bonacorsi, but 3 abreast through the first turn. But watch just behind, Geisser off the side of the track, Jonas picking his bike up. Guadagnini was in 4th, but on the opening lap, the rainy, tricky conditions caught on the level playing field, who grabbed his second foxhole shot as Mattia Guadagnini went down, top of the hill, over that second place until this happened. Geisser cross-rutted, he went down from 3rd to 6th. Wet and muddy start to the Monster Energy MXGP of France here at Saint-Jean d'Angely. The Ram MX2 qualifying race saw Sasha Coonan charge into the first turn. The berm gave way. Everts tucked the front. De Wolf went down with him. Lucas Coonan was there, ready to pick up the pieces. Shuffled back to 3rd and then had this big monumental crash. He picked himself up in 8th place, but would have another fall later on, but eventually come home. Simon Langenfelder down the inside of Mikkel Haaret, didn't see the German coming, punted out of 3rd place. Haaret picked himself up and would come home in 5th. There was the threat of rain, but this time, business as usual for Sasha Coonan over the foxhole shot line for the 6th time this year. Langenfelder with him. In France, a couple of riders went down going into the first turn, one of them avoiding the carnage there, 53 Valerio Latta. From the other side of the box, Luca Ruffini, just as he did in race 1. Then those riders going down. Look at the rider there, number 83, parked right at the back, Maxime Gros. Saint-Jean d'Angely, the Monster Energy round of France. Filippo Mantovani to the inside with the whole shot. A couple of riders over the bars, Brando Rispoli. Marcus Oslin's under pressure from Cole McCulloch. These two are fighting over 6th place. McCulloch went down.